You are live. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hello? I'm alone. I'm all by myself. All by myself. Don't wanna be. Oh, did I already hit include audio? I'm already not sure if this will be like not allowed. But oh, shit. Now I don't have Fallon here to tell me if she can hear it or not. And you know what that means. I have to do it again. Okay. Share. Oh, I don't know anymore. Good. We're off to a horrible start. It says there's one person watching. I'm scared. No, it's fine. I'm cool as a cucumber. Calmer than you are. Tell me if it's skipping whoever you are watching. Tell me if it starts acting like it's mad at me for playing this. I'm wondering how old movies have to be for me to be allowed to watch them. Oh, Brady. Is it skipping out? Or is it still playing? Yeah, Fallon's just really pregnant, by the way. So she's just not up to it tonight. Here it comes. Poor Brady. Oh, good. This sucks. He's trying to save them, you guys. It's like nothing. It's just like nothing. And Michael doesn't like guns. He doesn't. He drops the guns. Right back at you. Okay. Well, that might have been excessively violent right towards the end there. I've got my topic sheet up, you know, like so that I won't be. What I did have up was this movie Gaslight. What I was playing last week, I do not think that was the right Gaslight because this one is different. Well, it's still boring this whole time. God damn it. Wouldn't that be the greatest? Okay, so remove. I'm going to say stop screen. And then I'm going to share screen. Oh, man. What if I didn't? What if I didn't choose share audio? Oh, that would be classic if I've been watching it silently this whole time.
Oh.
How about now?
Oh.
Oh, they pulled it?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, good gracious.
Are you sure?
Oh, it's so.
Huh. Why? Let me switch to Choanoflagellates and see if they stop. Are you sure? I see myself on here. Oh, I'm going to start getting tripped out if I do this too long. Yeah, I got to X out of there. Well, what do we do? Oh dear, what do we do? I don't know if there's any audio, but I'm just hitting it anyway in case. All right, moving right along. I don't know. Are you sure they pulled it? So I'm back. Okay. Oh my God. I'm an idiot. 40 years ago. All right, we're just moving on, okay? Hold on, let me show you a picture. Well, there's one on here. How was I doing it last time? Hold on. Oh, goodness gracious. Application window? Is that what I did last time? Oh, I don't even know. Is it showing it? Wow, she looks different now. Okay, so application, yes. Window, yes. Okay, so this is Brenda Spencer. And she's like the 12-year-old. Was she 12? I think, or was she 16? No, she was 16 in 1979. She's like one of the very first school shootings. So, yeah, this article I was reading 40 years ago. Well, it was written in 2019, but at the time it was 40 years ago. Brenda Spencer took lives, changed lives in a mass shooting at a San Diego elementary school. So it's talking about a guy, Charles Cam Miller, has a scar on his chest. Oh, because when he was 9, a bullet from Brenda Spencer's .22 rifle pierced him from back to front. He vividly recalls the sight of Principal Burton Ragg and head custodian Michael Sukar lying bleeding in front of Cleveland Elementary School in the San Carlos neighborhood. Isn't it weird? Oh, sorry. Have I been? I sent you a screenshot. Okay, I'm back. We're back, Jack. I might have to edit that out because I was just like watching that movie without sharing the audio for a while there. God damn it. This probably sucks, you guys. Whatever. We're talking about Brenda Spencer. This is great. So fun. All by myself. What is that? Artwork? I don't really like that, actually. I don't want to. What the heck am I looking at here? Okay, some weird things are coming up on my Google search. Not stuff I necessarily want to see. It's not Google, though. It's DuckDuckGo. Anyway, you see what she looks like. It was 40 years ago, January 29, 1979. Spencer, then 16, armed with the rifle and scope her father gave her for Christmas, started picking off students heading to the elementary school directly across the street from her Lake Atlan Avenue home. Miller was one of her victims. She fired 36 rounds. And that's, what was his name again? Charles Cam Miller. She fired 36 rounds. 11 hit their mark. 8 children and 3 adults. Rag and Sukar died. The others, including San Diego police officer Robert Robb, survived their wounds. Spencer fired at the school for about 20 minutes and famously told a reporter who reached her by phone that she was shooting because I just don't like Mondays. I did this because it's a way to cheer up the day. It's crazy. It's a bit cold. It is flippant. Yes, that's a good word. The flippant phrase inspired a hit single, I don't like Mondays. Why do they always mention that? Who gives a shit? Why would I want to hear that? I don't give a shit about some stupid Irish band. Yeah, that's just so random. Why would they mention? So, calm down. Her former defense attorney said the Patrick Henry High School student suffered from a broken home, an abusive father, drug use, and hostility toward authorities and society in general. Her standoff with SWAT lasted more than 6 hours. Officers found around 200 rounds of unspent ammunition in the house. Spencer, who was charged in court as an adult, pleaded guilty in 1980 to 2 counts of murder. She was sentenced to concurrent terms of 25 years to life in prison. 9 counts of attempted murder were dismissed. Now 56 years old, she remains in the California Institution for Women in Corona. After being denied parole several times, she is eligible for another hearing in 2021. Hers wasn't the first school mass shooting in the nation, but at that time it was among the few in which more than 2 or 3 people died or were wounded. Oh, wait, so it wasn't the first one. Among the few in which more than 2 or 3 people died or were wounded. So, weird. Isn't that what a mass shooting is, though? Duh, I'm confused. 2 of the worst before the Spencer shootings. In 1966 at the University of Texas, where a gunman killed 17 people. Is that the guy? 1966, yeah. That's Whitman. Maybe we'll talk about him if anyone cares. I don't know. Nah, nobody's here. Whatever. I am stoic. I don't really care. It's fine. Do I care? I don't know. I'm telling myself not to care. Hers wasn't the first. Blah blah blah. Shit. Yeah, I think that guy's name was Whitman. Where a gunman killed 17 people and wounded 31. Yeah, he got in a bell tower and he's I think he's the one that said that he had something wrong with his brain, he thought, and to check it out after he died, and they found a brain tumor in his brain. So it's an interesting case where you're like, did that cause him to kill people? It's not that you can necessarily blame a brain tumor. I don't know. When Phineas Gage got that thing shot through his corpus callosum, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Maybe it's pronounced corpus callosum, but split the hemispheres of his brain. Phineas Gage. I remember learning about that in school because it was like he worked on a railroad and the dynamite went off at a bad time and shot the spike from the railroad straight through his chin and out the top of his head. Totally severed the 2 hemispheres of his brain, left and right, and it completely changed his personality. Suddenly he was like vulgar and aggressive and unstable. And anyway, so they talk about him. Wounded 31. 1976 at Cal State Fullerton, where 7 were killed and 2 were wounded, involved adult male shooters. Yeah, I guess, of course, the fact that she's a female is an anomaly for the most part. Right? That's got to be right. As with any mass shooting, Spencer's sniper assault on the elementary school changed the lives of the widows, the wounded, their families, and a community. It might have even changed the nation. She hurt so many people and had so much to do with starting a deadly trend in America, said Richard Sachs, a San Diego County Deputy District Attorney. Sachs? I don't trust anyone with the last name Sachs, okay? You know what? Shut up. Sorry. Oh, no. I'm sorry. But come on. It's probably related to Goldman Sachs. I'm going to edit that out. All of that. I'm going to edit this entire thing out from start to finish. Who gives a shit? 1979, United States and other nations have seen a dramatic rise. I don't care. This is the San Diego Union Tribune. The shooting probably affected every purpose on that campus. This one's really focusing on the victims, which I'm fine with, but now 72, Olson has kept his report notes from that day. Is this the primary negotiator talked to Spencer on and off by phone for hours, urging her to throw out her gun and surrender. He promised that a Burger King Whopper would be waiting for her. Uh-oh. Isn't that the same thing that old bull haircut guy got? Okay, this is really random, but Dylan Roof looks like a character that was in an episode of Beverly Hills 90210, but now I really want to pull it up. Beverly Hills 90210, and I think the character's name was Curtis. And what's the name of the restaurant? The Peach Pit episode. I don't know. It's just really random. It's like a little blonde boy. Never mind. I thought his name was Curtis. Yeah, it was the one where she dresses up like that. Yes. Anyway, Dylan Roof looks just like this character that was in one episode of Beverly Hills 90210 that I love Brenda. Brenda's my favorite character. My sister's been rewatching the show and sending me little clips from when she's watching. It sucked after Brenda left. I'm sorry. Without Brenda, it sucked. No good. Okay, well, whatever. I wish it... Homeless kid. Beverly Hills 90210. Brandon, homeless kid. It's just 1B. What is that episode? He finds out he's homeless and it tries to be all like touchy-feely about it. He's like, why didn't you tell me you were homeless? There he is! Ah! Oh, crap. Well, it's only going to show him for a second. There he is, Dylan Roof! Did you see him? I mean, it's not really Dylan Roof, if you're just joining us. I can't find a better picture than that. Where is that? How much time have I spent on this? What time is it? 24 minutes? Holy shit. Okay, I can't. This is no good. You saw him, right? I don't have to keep looking, right? It's just funny. Now let's look at Dylan Roof. It looks just like him. Looks like an older version of that kid. Same haircut. Well, they're both okay. Anyway, moving on. Brenda Spencer. Yes, that's correct. Oh, there's a picture. So they're talking about blah, blah, blah. Wallace Spencer. McGlynn believes Spencer's accounts that her divorced father, Wallace Spencer, sexually abused her, and that under his influence she began dressing as a boy and learned to hunt and shoot with him. Her father went on to marry Spencer's 17-year-old juvenile hall cellmate, but they later divorced. He died at age 87 in 2016. Yeah, I'm not saying it excuses what she did at all, but it's an interesting quote. Her older brother helped her over a fear of helped her over a fear of guns by taking her out shooting jackrabbits when she was 11. Wait, who is this? Oh, Rentoul suffered nightmares. It's still talking about the victims. I'm sorry. I just don't really want to hear about the victims right now. I want to hear about Brenda Spencer. I'm sorry. I know we're not supposed to be like that, but... whatever. I mean, what was her life like? Expressed hostility toward policemen, had spoken about shooting one, and had talked of doing something big to get on television. Although Spencer showed exceptional ability as a photographer, winning a prize in a Humane Society competition, she was generally uninterested in school. She attended Patrick Henry High School, where one teacher recalled frequently inquiring if she was awake in class. Later, during tests while she was in custody, it was discovered Spencer... Oh, hello. Welcome. Good to see you. Hi! Oh, cool. I have a frog in my throat. Okay, yeah, so I'm just continuing on with this girl. I'm just kind of interested in her. This is a horrible hairdo she got. I really like her 1979 look. Yeah? I know I shouldn't be talking about, like, looks, but, I mean, she looks really bad now. Like, that's a horrible hairdo. That's a mullet! How old is that photo? Like, who is that guy? Anyway. On the morning of Monday, January... Oh, wait, hold on. What was I going to say? It was discovered that Spencer had an injury to the temporal lobe of her brain. That seems to be the case with a lot of people that hurt people. Accident on her bicycle. In early 1978, staff at a facility for problem students into which Spencer had been referred for truancy. Yeah, so she's being raised by her single father. He's like an alcoholic. And I thought I read somewhere that she slept on a mattress, like they shared a mattress on the floor in their house right across from that elementary school. Informed her parents that she was suicidal. That summer, Spencer, who was known to hunt birds in the neighborhood, was arrested for shooting out the windows of Grover Cleveland Elementary with a BB gun and for burglary. In December, so she got a psychiatric, she for depression, but her father refused to give permission. He recommended that Spencer be admitted to a mental hospital for depression, but her father refused to give permission. For Christmas 1978, he gave her a Ruger 1022 semi-automatic 22 caliber rifle with a telescopic sight and 500 rounds of ammunition. Spencer later said, "I asked for a radio and he bought me a gun." Asked why he had done that, she answered, "I felt like he wanted me to kill myself." Well, a serial killer fashion show. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah, that does seem to be a theme tonight. I'm like, now, I don't mind his pants here, but the scarf's quite lovely. That scarf, I'm sure he used it to strangle many women, but it's fetching. On the morning of Monday, January 29th, 1979, Spencer began shooting at children waiting for Principal Burton Ragg to open the gates to Grover Cleveland Elementary. She injured 8 children. Spencer shot and killed Ragg, the principal, as he tried to help children. She also killed the custodian. Man, you killed the... You know what? That offends me. You know, like when people get mad, like if you kill a black person? Like I get offended if you kill a janitor. Because they're just cleaning, dude. They're not like a part of the facility. They're just cleaning. I'm just kidding. Man... Mike Sukar, age 56, as he tried to pull a student to safety. A police officer, age 28, responding to a call for assistance during the incident was wounded in the neck as he arrived. She got a cop. Further casualties were avoided only because the police obstructed her line of fire by moving a garbage truck in front of her house. After firing 30 times, Spencer barricaded herself inside her home for several hours. While there, she spoke by telephone to a reporter from the San Diego Union Tribune who had been randomly calling telephone numbers in the neighborhood. Spencer told the reporter she had shot at the school children and adults because I don't like Mondays. This livens up the day. She also told police negotiators the children and adults whom... And a black janitor would be like a national travesty. Yeah! Oh, yeah, you can't shoot a black janitor. You never want to. That's bad luck. Especially if you shoot it, like, while under a ladder. If it crosses your path. It's bad luck if it crosses your path while you're under a ladder and you shoot it. Okay, Spencer was charged as an adult. Wait a minute. It says police officers found whiskey and beer bottles cluttered around the house, but said Spencer did not appear to be intoxicated when arrested. Well, she probably has a high tolerance. Dude, she probably did drink. I've known people like that. Usually it's guys, though, I think, that are, like, drinking way too young. Maybe not. Maybe women do it. Actually, yeah, women do it. Yeah. Women do it. Like, have trouble early. It's a good way to not feel things anymore. I mean, I remember being pretty young before I had ever even, I was like a kid. I was probably like teenagery, early teenagery, turbulent psychological times. And I remember having the thought to myself, like, I wish, like, I had like the urge to get drunk, like, and I didn't even know what being drunk felt like, but I was like, I felt like a longing for, like, just like, don't, like to not want to feel something, and I must have had an idea what it felt like, or maybe it's just my genes, my Irish side. I'm like a quarter Irish. Okay, it's not all about you, Heidi. Come on. Oh, by the way, those are my initials in case anybody who she hates Mondays. Did I already look at that? Oh, she quarter gargled. Yes, she did. Okay, good. Am I missing anyone? Okay. So, I don't know. You get the idea. Should we talk about choanoflagellates? I feel like this is kind of unfair because I've so far, like, without Fallon being here, right? It's a perfect time to do it. Am I right? What time is it? Shit, 33 minutes. Okay. So this is called acrobatic choanoflagellates could help explain how multicellularity evolved. So Fallon, obviously, I'll try to say what I think Fallon would say. That doesn't prove anything. No, just kidding. Not yet. Let's look at them first. So choanoflagellates are in between metazoa, which are animals, and what's before choanoflagellates? Look at these weirdos. They're like part. It's where something starts to seem like it's going from one-celled or single-cell organism to multicellular organism. Like, I'm very interested in choanoflagellates. I remember, like, getting, ever since before me and Fallon and I, ever since long before Fallon and I started doing these, because I was doing all this research on these crazy topics just to text her about and talk to her about and stuff. And I was like, let's do a podcast. But anyway, yeah, this was one of the old originalist. And you know what else I've always wanted to do is replay that fire scene, because shit. You know what's funny is because originally I played it without audio, and it sucks without audio. You gotta have the audio. So I might try and just do that again, just like, even though I did that same thing at the beginning of this episode again, I think. This is funny because this lady talking about choanoflagellates kind of reminds me of the lady on The Abyss. kind of got like the same hairdo. Do you think she's Jewish? Is that it? I don't know why I'm asking that. It just popped in my head. Back to Choanoflagellates. I've actually watched that video, and she's like pregnant, and it's great. It's fine. It's like a whole series where she talks about. Okay, but so I guess let's go back over. God, I got so many. Oh shit. Fuck you. I hate John Ashcroft. So that's all I have to say about that. What am I doing here? Oh shit, I wanted to show this tornado. I also pulled up the movie East of Eden just in case. But hey, maybe we can't watch movies. There's the fire. Where the hell? Okay, there they are. Perhaps. Isn't there a Cake song called Perhaps? Okay, I'm gonna stop breaking into song if I can manage. But what the hell? Where's the article? What is this? Nice link that you saved for yourself, Heidi. There's no words. Is that just the whole? Is that the article? Really? This is dated, and there's an author. What the hell? This is such bullshit. This is my spreadsheet. What? Light-regulated collective Light-regulated collective contractility in a multicellular choanoflagellate. Origins of collective contraction? And what? These links are not... This is way too technical now. Fuck. God damn it, you guys. Should we just watch more clips of Michael Myers? Because I love Michael Myers. Let's watch this. This is one of my all-time favorite YouTube channels, like top 5 for sure. And it's just called Horror Stories. And I highly recommend it. And it's got this owl. And is this going to play the audio? I don't even know if I trust it. I don't trust it. No, I don't trust like that. Remember that Eric Andre. Stop screen, share screen. Yeah, I don't think you can do audio. I don't even know anymore, you know? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I never did know.
On March 18th, 1925, a perfect combination of weather fueled a massive storm that swept over the Midwest and southern states of the U.S. The supercell that formed created a family of tornadoes that claimed the lives of 747 people within a 7-hour time span. One tornado in particular is responsible for most of the damage. The monstrous twister known as the Tri-State Tornado leveled entire towns and set records as one of the most devastating tornadoes in world history. After an area of low pressure traveled in from Canada and settled in the Midwest, it began to draw in warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico. This warm front then met with a cold front heading in from the north.
That's how it happened.
When the two fronts met, they formed a dry line heading south. At the same time, a strong jet stream moved in from the northwest and passed through the low pressure area, causing the atmosphere to begin spinning in a counterclockwise direction. The warm front then began heading east, causing a capping inversion, which is when a line of warm air prevents the air below it from rising and creating a storm. This sequence of events then gave birth to the supercell thunderstorm that formed the Tri-State Tornado.
Can you guys hear it?
On March 18th, 1925, a funnel cloud was sighted in southern Missouri a little before 1 p.m. By 1:01 p.m., a large tornado had formed and claimed its first victim, 49-year-old Samuel Flowers, as he was riding towards home on his horse northwest of Ellington City. The storm then traveled northeast, where it reached the city of Annapolis at 1:15 p.m. One of the weirdest things about this tornado was that it appeared as a low-flying dark cloud.
Is this evil or like bad form to just be watching this guy's video, even though I love him? Why? Yep, following is good. So what type of flagellate is it? I mean, okay, so I started replying, like typing, and I love Michael Myers so much. And also that's funny that you forgot that he did that. But yeah, it is a little weird that he drove, but he always drives. He's always been a driver. So yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, he's driving all the time. In fact, Halloween 5, he's chasing someone around in a, hey, maybe we should watch that scene. Oh God, I can't even focus. I'm just like all over the place, you know? But, okay, so there's a different types of multicellularity. There's like the type where you're all single cell organisms, but you're acting and behaving, like performing in concert almost. Stop it! That was my phone call notification. Stop calling me. Okay, hold on. But no, let's finish this first. I'm an idiot.
That many mistook as a strange fog. They had no idea that one of the deadliest tornadoes in recorded history was heading their way. The storm was not at full strength when it hit Annapolis, but it was powerful enough to damage or destroy about 90% of the structures in town and kill 2 people who died after being hit by flying debris. 25 children and their teacher were huddled inside a classroom when the tornado struck. The 2-story schoolhouse made of brick collapsed in on them, but thankfully, all the children survived with minor injuries. The twister killed 2 more victims in the nearby mining town of Ladena and severely damaged the surrounding lead mines, which never fully recovered. As the storm continued its path northeast, it destroyed dozens of homes and injured many before killing several people in Bollinger County, Missouri.
How long is this?
By the time the tornado reached Bela in Perry County...
This is too long for me to just watch the whole thing. I can't be doing that shit. That's like, right? I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. Looking at choanoflagellates again. Shit, what do I do? What do I do? That was so funny that there was no article on that link. Well, shit, I want to, though.
Witnesses claim the tornado displayed a double funnel as a satellite vortex
on
a parallel line with the main twister for about 3 miles. 4 more people lost their lives as the storm barreled through the area, reducing homes to nothing more than a pile of splinters.
Yeah, we're just getting to the good stuff. Not good.
The Perry County District Judge Klaus Stuve was completely demolished. Stuve survived with various injuries, but his wife and a house guest were killed. The tornado had traveled a distance of 85 to 100 miles, with at least 13 people dead by the time its destruction ended in Missouri. It also grew over 1 mile.
This is Horror Stories channel. So subscribe him.
Mile wide in some areas. With an average forward speed of 62 miles per hour, the tri-state tornado crossed the Mississippi River and into Illinois within seconds.
That is.
It then made its way to the town of Gorham.
Yes. There's flagellum.
For the St. Louis
is that
Post
plural?
Dispatch wrote about the event.
Flagellum.
All morning before the tornado, it had rained. The day was dark and gloomy. The air was heavy. There was no wind.
Isn't there somewhere called a Magellan?
Magellan? The heavens seemed to open, pouring down a flood.
What is Magellan?
The day grew black. Then the air was filled with 10,000 things.
Was that an explorer?
Cans, garments, stoves.
Ferdinand Magellan.
Sides of the little frame houses. In some cases, the houses themselves were picked up and smashed to earth. And living beings, too. A baby was blown from its mother's arms.
Yes,
a cow, picked up by the wind, was hurled.
I like to change the topic based on nothing but something rhyming.
As the deadly vortex continued its path of devastation, 13-year-old Margaret Brown was cut in two after a large brass bell fell from the roof of the school as the building collapsed. Margaret's mother, Della, was also killed when their house was blown away by the twister.
She got cut in two by a
Four
bell.
members of the Moskin, Rosen, and Needham families lost their lives after the tornado turned their homes into piles of rubble. Witnesses claim a child was lifted almost a quarter of a mile before crashing into the remains of a fallen building.
Ah!
Dozens of horses and cattle were killed, including a horse that flew 2.5 miles away. By the time the storm had finished, the town of Gorham was completely destroyed, with 32 to 37 lives lost. 8 minutes later, the monstrous wind.
Yeah, this is
reached the
horrific. It
outskirts
just
of
kept going and
Murfreesboro.
going.
The city of Murfreesboro held a population of over 15,000
The tri-state
people at the
tornado, because
time, and was
it's
well known for its business in the industrial sector,
fucked up 3
as well as
states.
its leniency with prohibition laws. The tornado tore through homes and snapped thick hardwood trees like twigs before tossing them hundreds of feet in all directions. 6 members of the Miller family, including children ages 1, 3, 5, and 9 years old, were killed after their house was leveled by the storm. 17 children lost their lives when the Longfellow School partially collapsed, and 9 more died at the Logan School. 35 railroad workers were killed when a shop building fell in on them. Others were struck by flying debris, and some were crushed after the nearby locomotives and train tracks were sent tumbling through the air.
Pause. When I was about, how old was I? 10 years old? I was moved. I was, what do they call it? What do you call it? Schlepped? I was schlepped to Indiana with my family, and there were no mountains there, and I felt like I was going to fall off of the earth. When I gazed upon the horizon, I felt as though I might fall off. I didn't have the embrace of security, the comforting arms that you have in the Salt Lake Valley. Okay, what am I doing? I'm in a mood. Tornadoes. They had tornadoes there. They were scary. I remember I had to go to school. I would go to school, and my teacher, you know what's funny? My teacher is, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Whatever, my teacher is black. I don't know why I said that. Her name was Mrs. Akonde, and we were on a volleyball team that we called Akonde's Aces. Akonde's Aces? Akonde. Akande. I can't remember if it was Mrs. or Miss. Anyway, she was like making sure everyone arrived like off the school bus when they walked in the class, like on the chalkboard, you know. And then once everyone had arrived, we had to go down into like the basement, and there was a bar attached to the outer exterior, like along the wall, whatever you call that, along the wall, on the ground of the wall, like. And we went and had to hold onto the bar, and just like we were like crouched like on our knees, and had to wait for the tornado shit to be over. I never got to see it or anything. Okay, moving on.
Another danger soon presented itself as fires caused by coal-burning stoves engulfed the fallen buildings with people still trapped inside. 18 people were killed by a fire at the Blue Front Hotel after becoming trapped in the basement. Murfreesboro suffered the highest amount of deaths, with 234 lives lost. Around 40% of the structure.
You know what else they have in Indiana? Vines that you can swing from. Maybe this isn't news to anybody who might.
In the city were damaged.
But it was cool. And fireflies.
Destroyed. The tornado swept a farm away about 5 miles northeast.
There it is, Indiana. That's where I lived.
Electra Beasley and her son Richard.
Oh shit! It was a part of
the
it.
twister then tore through
Missouri.
DeSoto, killing one couple after their car was thrown 50 yards off the main highway. Those who could not find shelter fell victim to the storm's wrath.
And that's where we lived too, right in the boot of Indiana, because it sort of looks like a boot.
Resulting in 36 deaths in the downtown area. Children were called in from recess at the DeSoto school after teachers noticed a storm approaching.
I'm
As the
digging.
kids entered the classroom,
I'm digging this
girls
one
were
and
asked
this
to take
one.
their seats, while the boys were told
This
to
one's
close all the
cute.
windows. At that same moment, the windows exploded due to the
She
force
looks like
of the
Christina
wind,
Ricci.
sending shards of glass and debris into the classroom. The top floor and many walls of the school collapsed, killing 29 children. Most of the deaths came from the group of boys that were assigned to shut the windows near the outside walls of the school. 3 young
There's a
girls were
lot
in
of
the
kids
school's
getting killed in this
outhouses
story.
when they were picked up and thrown a fifth of a mile. Another girl was carried a large distance and split in half when her body smashed into a steel light post. Out of the 69 people killed in DeSoto, 33 of them were children.
69,
Identified
dude.
many of the students because most of the parents were injured or dead. Dozens of people were killed as the twister moved from DeSoto to the small village of Plumfield. Barbara Hammond and Anna Johnson were killed after the mile-wide tornado demolished their school. A woman named Sarah Davis was on her way to comfort the children at the school when she too was killed by the storm. Sarah's husband, Jefferson, died just seconds later after the Davis farm was dismantled and thrown into a field hundreds of yards away. Small villages of homes and stores belonging to the local miners and their families were destroyed in West Frankfort. The death toll was estimated to be around 150, with a majority of the dead consisting of women and children, due to the fact that most of the men in town were working down in the mines when the tornado hit.
Oh shit!
Several
They were safe in the
eyewitnesses reported
mines!
that bodies from West Frankfort were later found over a mile and a half from their original locations. The town of Parrish was almost completely destroyed, and dozens of citizens were left dead. Between Gorham and Parrish, at least 540 people lost their lives within the span of 40 minutes. Continuing
40
northeast,
minutes? Oh, it's not
tornado killed
over!
around 65 people in the Hamilton and White County areas before passing into southern Indiana. The thunderstorm flattened house after house as it made its way to the village of Griffin. A bus from the Bethel Township School was in the process of taking children home when the driver noticed strange objects falling from the sky. As the tri-state tornado came crashing down on them, it sent the bus tumbling through a field.
This is horrific.
By the time the multi-ton vehicle had stopped rolling, 2 children lay crushed beneath it. Harry and Helen Vanway were also killed when they were struck by flying debris as they approached their home after exiting the school bus. Witnesses claim the tornado produced 3 funnels at this time that persisted for about 6 miles. 4 more lives were...
It kept growing funnels like some sort of behemoth. Behemoth? I don't know how to say words. I only read them a lot of the time. And half the time the people reading audiobooks can't pronounce the fucking words either. Right now I'm listening to Slaughterhouse-5, read by James Franco. It's a little weird. I want to learn more about the bombing of Dresden.
Lost as the twister rampaged through the countryside northeast of Griffin. In the city of Princeton, people were busy shopping for Bargain Day when they noticed small pieces of debris falling from the sky like snowflakes. When the tornado struck around 4:18 p.m., it had reduced to almost a third of its original size, but its power did not seem to diminish in the slightest as it tore down the southern part of town, leaving 45 dead.
Like Cthulhu with many tentacles, this tornado. Like multiple spouts. Multiple funnels!
At approximately 4:30 p.m., the tornado finally dissipated 10 miles northeast of Princeton. After traveling a distance estimated between 219 and 235 miles, 695 people were killed and over 2,000 were left injured. It has long been debated whether the distance traveled by the tri-state tornado was from one continuous vortex or multiple twisters from a tornado family. Although research done in modern times was found to be inconclusive, many scientists believe a single tornado was responsible for 151 to 174 miles of continuous track spanning from eastern Missouri to southwest Indiana.
All right. What do you want to do for 5 minutes? Whoever's left. What did I have open? I suppose. I probably can't play movies. So they did pull the string probably earlier, I guess. It's dumb. Well, I'm all like, what should I do? 5 minutes? I mean, there's always something, I suppose. I mean, was it pulled for playing this movie? Because this is an old movie. Ugh, hate it. I don't like it one bit. I'm going to look at Twitter. This is... I feel so strange. This is odd. I'm just like sitting here talking to myself. What am I doing? I like elephants. These are a few of my favorite things. What else did I have on this list? Women are supposedly maybe better at long distance swimming than men. It's like I'm just grasping at straws. Yeah, that's on this list that I collated. We have Caligula on here. We have J.D. Salinger, Ken Kesey. Helen Keller's on here. Oh, I was gonna show. That's a perfect. I know. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. I knew what I was gonna do. I knew what I was gonna do. Share screen. Share audio. This time there will be audio. Emilio! This is a great way to end. Maybe in a minute. See the fire? Yep. You're on fire. Over 100 people are about to die. Many of these people, minutes, really, it's just minutes away from death. It spreads very fast. This is real. There's a lot of reasons. This really could have been a whole episode. The amount of research I put into this back when I first learned about it. Well, look, it's about to show. They're stuck in the door. They're stuck in the door. You see that shit? They're fucking stuck. They're trying to pull them out. There's like one hallway. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, they're just like stuck in the door there. There was this black shit dripping from the ceiling because they spray painted the styrofoam black. And there was highly flammable spray paint, not to mention the foam or whatever was not fire retardant. And they did not have sprinklers. There was one other exit, but like it was the band entrance, and initially the bouncer wasn't letting people leave through that way. But there was really only 2 exits, and there were too many people there. It was like over capacity, and this got filmed by a guy who was there to he was doing a local news story on nightclub safety. And the reason they put that foam everywhere was because, yeah, it was like burning their head when it dripped on them. But they were trying to muffle the sound of the bands and stuff. And obviously the pyrotechnics set it off. Just a lot of mistakes. And there's a really big weird irony where like it was like I think it was 2 brothers that own the nightclub, and one of them, I saw the video, he used to be a reporter, and he actually did a story about fire safety and even talked about the type of foam to buy and stuff. So he definitely knew. It's really weird. Whoa, that was the zombie guy. Hold on, we gotta go back. Let's slow it down. Wait, did I miss it? He looks really bad.
Hey, get this bus out of here so you get the
Whoa! Why can't I catch it? God damn it. I'm sorry.
Get this bus out of here.
Shit. You know what? Whatever. I suck at this. I give up. He just looks like a zombie.
Anybody inside?
Some people gave him shit for like continuing to film, but yeah, they also use this to like teach firefighters. I'm sorry. Apparently some women are doing it. Oh shit. I actually knew that. I'm just a fool.
I know.
Careless fool. Yeah, how long has it been? It's only been, because the video, it started right at the beginning, so it's 6 minutes. This is how bad the fire is within 6 minutes. I think they got off easy, honestly. The owners. I don't really blame the band. Okay, well, I don't know. The rest is just sort of... Yeah. So I guess if you go to a lot of dive bars, just make sure you check if they have sprinklers, and just don't go to dive bars, I guess. Don't go to bars. Don't drink alcohol. Yeah, that's the moral of the story. I'll pretend that that's my moral. So long story short, don't drink alcohol. Oh my god, how bad would it suck to die drunk in a fucking fire? Like, trying to get out of a fucking building drunk. And I think I even read that they had really high alcohol content that they were selling. I might be completely... Oh man, I can hear people crying. Oh shit. It's the Great White Station Nightclub Fire. Great White was the name of the band, and Station Nightclub was the location, and it's in Rhode Island, and it was in the 90s, like 97 or something.
There's so many people injured here. There's so many people hurt, and I'm sure there's it's unbelievable what's going on.
It's inspiring you to drink. Oh no! I always do the opposite of what I meant.
I have to stay here now. I mean, I called them. Tammy, listen to me.
Oh man. Okay. I hate autoplay. There's all these videos of guys being Michael Myers. I'd rather watch this one. I don't like joking about Michael. It's he's very serious to me. Evil Eternal. That sounds like they'll give him the respect he deserves. What the hell? Okay.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason.
I love Dr. Loomis.
Conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes.
I know he's supposed to be 5 when he killed his sister, but for what it's worth, a friend of mine that I can't talk to anymore because we got in a fight when that Kyle Rittenhouse shooting happened because we talked about it, and I guess that was a mistake, and he's an anarcho-communist. Anyway, that was a really long intro, but his kid was 5 and looked huge. He was like big old boy. So I'm a Michael Myers, I'm a Halloween apologist. I'm like, a 5-year-old could conceivably kill his older sister. It's really hard to believe, but whatever. Just suspend disbelief.
The devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil, evil, evil.
What? What was that? What is this? It's very poor quality. Picture, I mean. I like it though. Ah! What is music. Is this gonna be a problem? That is so cool. Yeah. Ooh. Oh my goodness. It's the Michael Myers dance.
As a matter of fact, it was.
Am I gonna get in trouble? This is stupid. This is stupid. I'm gonna stop. It's like really unclear quality and there's a lot of violence. And it's been over an hour and I should probably stop, and I'm sorry, everybody. It is what it is. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the first part of the show. Unless it's just funny that I was sitting there commenting on a movie nobody could hear. Yeah. Well, anyway. I'm going to yell at my sister for not being here. Both of them. At least one or two of them. Maybe all three. Bye. I'm going to go now. You're so precious to me.